Traditional Wedding Moment by Iyawolangbe, a show where we talk about traditional weddings or weddings in general. We share insights on the challenges and issues that couples, vendors faces when in preparation for traditional weddings or weddings in general. This is a show whereby you will learn some of the frequently asked questions while you're preparing for your wedding. This is a show that will give you insights on the questions, to give you answers to some of these questions that has been troubling you in your mind. This is a show whereby you can come and sort for vendors, the affordable vendors that can handle your wedding events, that will make it superb and excellent. This is Traditional Wedding Moment by Iyawolangbe. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. God bless you. We're about to welcome our guest of today, beautiful couple, and I happen to, anchor their traditional wedding. Yes, I was the Alaga Ijoko on your wedding, and really it was a fantastic one, and I know that you're going to enjoy yourself because you'll be learning how they're able to put their traditional wedding together. Their wedding as a whole, you learn that the challenges they face on the D-Day with the vendors or their planners, you'll be able to learn one or two things. And also, you hear one or two gists on how they met, what their introduction was like, and all things that is, attached to romance and love. So as we welcome our guest of today, I'm singing, "Hail my Jesus, hail my Jesus, oh yeah, hail my Jesus, oh yeah, hail my Jesus, oh yeah, shake it, baby, you don't break it. Hey, it took your mama 9 months to make it. Shake it, baby, you don't break it. Mama 9 months to make it. Oh yeah, baby, stop, baby, gotta go. Stop, baby, gotta go. Stop, baby, gotta go. Don't stop. Thank you for coming on board. Can you introduce yourself? I deliberately didn't introduce you because I want you guys to introduce yourself. Can you introduce yourself to our viewers?
Okay. Sure. My name is Fabumi Mobolaji Adebayo, and this is my lovely wife, Abidemi Fabumi. Though she prefers Abby. She prefers to be called Abby. Yes. So.
Thank you for coming on board. So we have Mr. and Mrs. Mobolaji Habi Fabumi on board today, right?
Yes, please.
Are you happy to be on Traditional Wedding Moment?
Absolutely. We're so honored that you thought of us, and we're so excited.
Are you excited?
Yes, we are. We are
very excited.
Thank you. So can you tell us how you guys met? Can you tell our viewers how you met?
Sure. So actually, I was supposed to be going on vacation with my friends, and they ended up just flaking on me. They weren't able to make it, and so I was sharing with Mo how I was supposed to go on vacation, and my friends weren't able to make it, and all that stuff. And then he offered to meet me in Dubai, and that's how we met.
Yeah. I was also supposed to be in Dubai for something very important, and then she told me she needed to be in Dubai also at that point in time, and then that was how we worked something out.
Yeah, so we're there for like.
So you met in Dubai?
Yeah, we met in Dubai.
We did.
So what was the feeling like when you saw one another? Was it love at first sight?
Honestly, so we have been talking for 3 weeks
a month.
And when we actually saw each other, it was just like we had known each other all our lives. It was just like we just fell right into it. Literally, we
as in the connection.
Absolutely, we dropped our stuff and we started exploring. We didn't come
Clicked.
back until like 2
And
a.m. So yeah.
But I was so much
that
under
must be
pressure before that
interesting.
particular day I met her. I was so much under pressure because I was a bit scared. I was a bit, I was just under that pressure. I was like, this is the very first time I'm going to be meeting her. So I need to, just work things out. But then it was wonderful.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So it clicked, and you both were able to see each other through one another. So the feeling was there, the excitement of meeting one another was there.
Absolutely.
And I think that is really beautiful, because that is what comes on board when two soulmates that are meant to be together.
Yes.
That is what you see. That is the connection.
Yes.
That is the attraction.
Yes.
Yes.
And I pray that the devil will not have a place in your home.
Amen.
In the mighty name of Jesus. Okay, when did he propose?
So
Mrs. Fabumi, when did he propose?
yes, so he proposed, I want to say like a year after we started talking, right? And it was actually in
Wow.
Dubai, which was actually kind of funny, right? Yeah, I know.
Again! So it was a destination proposal.
Exactly. So we were,
Fantastic! Oh my God!
so we were on vacation, and he had told me that day, because I was working. It was a working vacation. So he told me that they were gonna meet up with his friends for dinner, right? But let's just go eat lunch casually. So I dressed very simple, because I was thinking, if he's even gonna propose, it to be at night, to be a dinner or something. So I wasn't ready, right? So we went to the Dubai Marina, I think, and that's where you had a boat rented out for me, a yacht. And I was,
So
that
you
was the
weren't
first
you didn't see
time.
it coming.
Huh?
You didn't see the proposal coming,
I
did you?
I did not, because I was so convinced it was going to be at night,
Oh,
or
it's so
maybe like
sweet.
another day. I wasn't expecting that. So when we got on the yacht,
Okay,
I kept
that
thinking,
was
who is
so
this for? Like,
sweet.
what's going on? He was like, I just wanted to do something nice for you. I'm like, wow, So yeah, and then he did it right in front of the pond.
So what was your
the
reaction when you
Atlantic.
saw the proposal? When you proposed, what was your reaction?
Honestly, it was like an out of body experience, right? Like, every time people tell me they got engaged and they don't know what the guy said, I'm always like, how can? That's something you've been waiting for all your life. But literally, as soon as he started talking, I just went into a trance. I was just like, wow, this is wonderful. And I was really happy, I think that was the overall
A song came to my mind. A song came to my mind when you started talking about the proposal. This song by Jekule Gold that says, Jemba Lole, Mama mi retí ọmọ.
I love that song.
Marry me, oh baby. Auntie mi retí ọmọ. Money, I love you. Ọmọge wá fẹ́ mi. I'm singing it for you guys.
Yeah, we're dancing.
Jemba ẹ lọlé, màmá mi retí ọmọ. Marry me, oh baby. Bàbá mi retí ọmọ. I love you. Ọmọge wá fẹ́ mi. Thank you. I can relate, because when you're with somebody that your heart goes like gigi when you meet the person, you surely know that this is the person that I want to spend the rest of my life with. And seeing the both of you, one, we know that you're really, really enjoying the honey in the moon with this lockdown. I know you must have had your honeymoon, but this is another phase of your honeymoon with the lockdown.
This is a God-given honeymoon.
True or true?
Very
True or true?
Very true. Very true.
So you're actually enjoying time with one another, and I think that is the sweet thing. When you guys are married and you're able to, cohabit with one another, and you don't have the distraction of work or anything. So this lockdown actually helps you both to bond.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it helps you to see each other through one another. One or two things that you might be finding difficult in one another, you'll be able to correct each other with love,
Yeah.
with respect, and
Absolutely.
everything.
Yeah.
So how was your introduction like?
Well,
How was your introduction? I mean your traditional introduction. What was it like?
Well, it was something that actually fought for. It was something that actually fought for, basically, because she didn't want to do it in Nigeria. I wanted it to be done in Nigeria. So
Okay, she wanted it in Nigeria.
no, she wanted it out of the country. She wanted.
So my family is not based
Okay,
in Nigeria.
she wanted it in Dubai or US.
No,
Yeah, in the
US.
US. That's where most of my family lives.
Okay, she
So,
wanted it in the US.
yes,
and
yeah. And he wanted it in Nigeria. So we spent a lot of time going
in
back and
Nigeria.
forth. Yeah. And then I agreed to do it in Nigeria because
Yeah.
I wasn't going to win that battle. So
So what was it like? Was it stressful for you guys to put your families together? Were you having like, okay, from the Abby's family, can we have like 10 people? From Bolaji's family, can we have like 10 people? And you're having one auntie that is saying, no, 10 people, okay. Kilo day, how will we bring 10 people when professor that is my uncle, the Olori Ebi, is there? Why won't he be there? We are very, very sorry. Bolaji, from our own side, we are going to have like 30 people because all the old people in my family needs to be there to meet your family. So
yeah,
what was
I think
it like?
we had that. The first, I think, challenge we had was about location, right? Trying to figure out where would be the best place for his family and mine, right? And then after we got over that home, then the question was about the number. How many people are we going to have, right? And my family, they love parties. They're very big on it. Like my cousin called me and said, hey, I'm going to need 5 tables. I'm like, sis, I want you to know 5 tables is 10 people per
But
table.
we wanted something very small.
Small, exactly.
We wanted something very
so
small.
initially, I started talking about 50 people max.
Exactly.
And so my cousin just said, look, I need 50
You
people.
started talking about how many guests
50
for your introduction.
50 people max.
50 guests.
Yeah.
Yes, combined.
50 guests for your introduction.
Yes.
For both sides or one side?
For both,
sides.
for everybody.
For everybody.
For both sides.
Yes.
So how did you manage it?
We didn't do it.
We didn't do
That's
it.
how we managed. They didn't let us have that moment. I say one cousin wanted 5 tables. So that was not going to be possible. Our engagement ended up being about maybe 400 people.
500, 600.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, now let's talk about the engagement. So because you couldn't reach an agreement for the introduction for the number of guests you'll be having.
Yes.
So you move on to, okay, can we have both at the engagement? Can we have both the introduction and engagement together?
Exactly.
So what was it like? How are you able to put it together? The preparation, the ashwebi, your friends, the vendors, your planner, your manager.
Yes, we didn't really start planning until July last year, and the engagement took place in December. So that gave us a little less than 6 months to plan. And because we could not agree on the location, so we spent a lot of time arguing about it. And so when we finally decided, it was late July, right? And so in July, we moved into high gear. I started a Google Sheet because I'm an accountant by trade. So I started counting the numbers left and right, and and then that's kind of what started it. We identified the vendors that we wanted, and we started conversing with them and making payments and all that.
So what was it like? Were the vendors that you were interested in, were they able to fit into the budget that you had for them?
Yes,
was it
they
like,
were.
okay, you called the makeup person and the person was telling you, oh, what's your budget? Oh, your budget is 50,000. No, I do my own makeup for 850.
Yes.
Did you experience that?
We didn't have to.
Experience that the type of challenges.
We didn't have to go.
Were you able to experience that type of?
We didn't have to go through all that really, because we knew the kind of vendors we wanted, so we chose them, and we are ready. We're willing to pay whatever amount that they were.
Amount.
Yeah, exactly.
And the reason I think it's important to give context about that, because I live in America, right, where there's a certain standard for weddings, right? So I knew coming to Nigeria that I might not be able to get the standard that I'm used to, right? And so him and I discussed it, and I explained it to him that if I come to Nigeria, that's what it means. We need to make sure that we get credible vendors, because I've heard a lot of really bad things about vendors in Nigeria and everything like that. And so I think that was the major thing we decided, was to have
your vendors. And one thing that I learned now, that I know all the other intending couple will learn from you, from the both of you is that you said something. You said you already know the vendors that you want to use. That means you already know the vendors that will give you the delivery you want, and we're not short of the fact that the budget that you have, that you pay their fee, right? Right.
Yes.
So can you just give me, from your experience, was there any time that during the planning or on the D-Day you had challenges that it was worrisome, as in something that was really that gave you a little headache, that how are we going to come out of this?
Well, it was with the woman that the decoration. Yeah. So that particular day, the decoration
The
was
woman that helped with drink.
no, with the decoration.
So our
The
decor
decoration.
person,
Yeah.
her captain, I think the person that's setting up the person never showed up, right? So she had the whole.
She didn't show up on time.
The person never showed up at
That was
all.
supposed to happen second. Didn't show up.
Oh, the service provider for setup for the decorator person did not show up. The setup person didn't show up at all.
Exactly.
On the
On the
D-Day.
D-Day.
We realized that
Oh my God.
yes,
Oh
it was up until the morning of the wedding that she wasn't yet. But she wasn't able to come, I think, until 1 p.m.
1
that
p.m.
day, and the event was supposed to start at 1 p.m. And so
And we were basically in the hotel. We were just
We're
waiting. And the planner didn't tell us at first, but I started getting calls from the hall that was happening.
let's say we ordered
The
like
car rental company.
Complaint gave you the wrong car. Oh God. Okay, so don't tell me that the car was already at your place to pick you up. That was when you knew that it was the wrong car. Or was it that the person called you and the person told you, oh, I'm your driver, I'm coming to your place?
check it, and that's when we realized it was the wrong car, right? So we started calling them.
Oh God.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, the car today got to the hotel very early. They got to the hotel very early. It was the wrong car. Both cars.
But that is really that, as it is something that would stress you out.
Someone
On the day of your wedding,
Your wedding,
the decoration wasn't set up on
set up on time. The car rental completely messed up. How are you able to adjust to this? How are you able to move forward? I want you to share how you're able to move forward with all these challenges on your big day, that you're meant to just dress up, that you're meant to dress up, appear at the venue, enjoy yourself, have fun with with the vendors that you hire, that you feel okay, everybody's going to give superb delivery, that you're not meant to even have any headache about anything. How are you able to come out of this itchy?
How are you able to come out of that?
Yeah, sure. I think what one of the really major advice that my sister gave me was wake up that morning and make up your mind that nothing will get in the way of your right? So it doesn't matter what happens that day, whether the flowers are not the right color. What the most important thing is I found my life partner, and that's what we should focus on celebrating. So that day, I woke up that morning, I drank some green tea, and I prayed. Lots of there was so much I didn't know. It was not mine. The major thing was I have my life partner, so the rest is unimportant. Yeah.
The rest was just something that you handle with ease.
Yeah.
And no matter what's going on that day, you just have to be yourself.
You just shove it at the back of your mind that it's not going to stop me from me being happy. Okay, can you remind me again, what state where is your state of origin, Mr. Fabumi? Where do you come from actually?
Originally.
Oh, my people, I said it. I'm an Ekiti wife too. Abby, welcome to the club. Please help me to give Abby a go-go sound. Welcome to the club. Thank you. So Abby, where do you come from?
I'm from
Where?
Abeokuta.
Where precisely?
I'm not too sure.
Oh, we understand, but still we're gonna sing and we're gonna dance. Before you guys have a closing remark for intending couple, you're gonna just say one or two things to couples that are trying to, that they are still preparing, because due to the lockdown, a lot of couple are having issues right now. Some are going back on their decision that they don't think this is gonna work anymore and all sorts. Thank God that this is not your portion. We give God the glory. And the people that are going through this, we pray that their wedding, their marriages will come through by the special grace of God. So while I take one Ekiti song and I take one Abeokuta song, you both are going to shake your body, because this is a traditional wedding moment. You should feel that moment in you. Oya koko ke ipano ma o Ekiti ko. Hey, that is for Mr. Fabumi. Koko koko ipano ma o Ekiti ko. Mo ní pé oníbà ti máa mú kàrà kan mọ́ o, kò náwó sókè o. Èmi yá mú kàrà kan mọ́ o, náwó sókè o. Usabi o, èmi, Usabi o, èmi, Usabi o, èmi ni. So now I'm gonna sing for Abby, because Abby is from Abeokuta. Oya orí òkè òun pẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀, ibẹ̀ la gbé bí wá sí o, ibẹ̀ la gbé tó wá dàgbà o, ilẹ̀ òmìnira. Àwọn ọmọ bí òkúta ṣògo, àdúrà lórí Olúmọ. Máa yọ̀ lórúkọ Ẹ̀gbá o, Ẹ̀gbá ọmọ Lísàbí. Máa yọ̀ o, lórí Olúmọ. Máa yọ̀ o, lórí Olúmọ. Àjọba o, ẹni tó bá tó, èmi ṣẹlẹ́yà, àjọba. Ẹ̀wọ̀n lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀kú àwẹ̀lẹ̀. A ò mà ní fojú sunkún ara wa o. A ò mà ní fojú sunkún ara wa. Bóyá yẹ́rí yẹ́. Mrs. Fábùmí, yẹ́rí yẹ́ o. Ọmọ ní sàbí ti dé o. Yẹ́rí yẹ́. Yẹ́rí yẹ́ o. Ọmọ ní sàbí ti dé o. Thank you so much. We appreciate you coming on board on the show. We know that you have this moment to do a lot of things, but we called you and you answered us. You didn't look down on us that what they want to do self, that they are disturbing us. Thank you. We appreciate that. I want you to say one or two things to upcoming intending couple, due to the fact that you've been married till December, right? Hello? So you have a bit of your challenges, adjusting. Mr. Fabumi is from a different background. Mrs. Abby Fabumi, you're from a different background. So this is like two nations coming together to cohabitate in one place, which is a marriage. You guys have become one, adjusting to each other's flaws, loving each other, respecting each other. Can you just Mr. Fabumi, I want you to say something to the guys, and I want Mrs. Fabumi to say hers too, to just share from the experiences she had pre and your post marriage. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, the major thing I just want to say in everything,
God first. The God factor is very important. It's key.
Very important. And also, the Bible says the two shall agree by agreement. We also should always learn to agree together, work together, and each other, and be very patient with each other. The very first time in marriage, we learn so many new things about each other. So many new things. And at that point in time, it's a very delicate one, so you have to be very careful.
So many new things. You said something. You said so many new things will be discovered about each other.
Right? Yes. So you just have to understand each other and be very patient with each other. In as much as God is at the center of it all, the the sky is not the limit sometimes.
The limit is the launching place. Thank you so much, Mr. Fabumi. God bless you. So, Mrs. Fabumi, what do you have to say to us?
To the intended couple.
Yes, I totally agree with what my husband said, but I also like to add, from a woman's perspective, right, there's so much change that takes place in the house of the world, right? And I think it's so transformative in so many ways, right? The friends that you have and who you become, right? That's not something to be afraid of.
The friends, you said something, you said the friends that you have and who you become. Okay.
Sometimes those are two different things, right? You start with 1,000 friends and you end with 2, right? I think regarding things, that's what it entails. God doing the reason. Who doesn't need to do that? And that's sometimes very painful, especially from the perspective of a friend. You're expecting some family members to show up to you. The Bible says that God will never fail us, right?
God will never fail.
I think for me, that was the most important lesson, was moving more with God. Not thinking that men will be my and that's also change, right? To not be afraid, right? I think the idea of fear when stepping into marriage is so prominent, and I wonder will remain this nice. We always honor right now.
I get it.
So, but when you have that as somewhere, perfect pass it out all fear, right? So the scripture and prayer is so important. And that's
And the journey has been fantastic, right?
absolutely. I mean, there's one thing that
It shows.
we should share about our COVID lockdown situation. Just recently, we come from 2 different backgrounds. My husband likes Yoruba songs and worship. I like English songs. So pray.
You guys have adjusted, right? Both the Yoruba song and the English songs while praying, you guys have adjusted. I like that. I think a lot of couples
is playing together. And I can say from my own experience of being married for over a decade plus 2 years, that
it's marriage to work is something that it is a deliberate action on both parts. You need to be intentional in each other's happiness, intentional in each other's mental states, intentional in each other's physical states. You need to check on one another. You need to know your needs and wants, as in you need to talk, to communicate with each other. And I think that is the bedrock of every relationship. Even when we have relationship with God, we need to communicate with him, and that applies to marriage too. I'm glad you guys, I want you to hug each other on our show now.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on. God bless you. Have a pleasant day. Thank you so much. Bye. So as you can see, Mr. and Mrs. Mobolaji Abi Fabumi shared a lot of wonderful things with us, and these are the things you will learn. So now we're going to take a short break to see the trending Iyawolangbe gillies that we have now in Nigeria, so that when you're ready to tie your Iyawolangbe after the lockdown, you get what I mean, you understand what I mean, you'll be able to just look through the videos, save 1 or 2 to complement your wonderful dressing. Sit back, relax, and enjoy our gilly segment.
DJ Smith, bring the beat back.
enjoying listening to our couple on today's show. Some things that you might have at the back of your mind. I'm talking about even couple that are married, if the intending ones that you might be thinking, like she said she has her own fears that will our husband still be the very loving, sweet person even when they got married. But she could see that with God, the both of them are able to, adjust to each other's flaws, and they're able to communicate, to deal with each other, to love each other the same way they met each other, and the love keep waxing stronger. And one other thing was when they were preparing for their wedding, Mrs. Fabumi said something, that her auntie said something to her, that when you're preparing for your wedding, you need to prepare your mind for some shortcomings, for challenges. And because she had prepared her mind before the D-Day, she was able to relate with it when the problems were raising their ugly heads. The one that deal with the decorator and the setup vendor that didn't come, that eventually didn't show up. And and the car rental people, that they brought a different car from the one that they hired, and they were able to adjust to it and manage it because they had their mind prepared. And they spoke about the vendors, that it was the vendors that they wanted, that they hired, that they know that these people will give us deliveries. On this show, we'll be showcasing vendors also, so you'll be able to see one or two vendors that you can actually speak with while you're preparing for your wedding. And I know with this episode, with the couples sharing their experience, you're able to learn one or two things about how to go about it when you're preparing for your wedding. Thanks for coming up on this show. God bless you. See you next time. Thank you so much.